Thank you, Professor. Good afternoon, everybody. I think you are the bore by listening to too many lectures, too many sessions. So this is also one, please be patient for the more 7 minutes to be more bore. Okay. It is my great pleasure to present a paper on the Comprehensive National Authentications Framework using digital certificates and on-time password in Nepal. We have learned a lot of things from the different countries. First, while I was posted as a controller of CCA Nepal, I visited to the CCA India. And I learned what exactly has to be done to the root CA, to establish the root CA in Nepal. So I really thanks to Dr. N. Vijayadatta. He had given me the good times on the time, and the staffs of the CCA India. And we have, this is the matter of the 2 years back, and we tried a lot of things to do in the our countries, and wants to show the something establishment of the new things for in the authentications. It's making the more layer of the securities. We have already seen the different papers for the securities, trades. Every day the trades are coming up. But when you go under the government transactions, there is the authentication and the non-repetition is a must required. So for the non-repetition and the authentications, the digital signature is very important in this scenario. And I had seen that when your IT Act of the India and our Electronic Transaction Act is India as almost same in the 2006, when we have released this act, found that the digital signature has given the more important on the act. And surprisingly, when I saw that the banking sector of in India, there is no mandatory for the digital signatures for the e-banking or the internet banking in India. However, in Korea, this is a mandatory. So we are also making the sum of the critical financial transactions or the e-government transactions to be done through the digital certificate only. So my presentation has two parts. One is what we are doing in the hybrid technologies, and another is about the Nepal and the Nepal and ICT. So in the user authentications, if you take that, still now, the password is dominating, but it is going to be weakened. The need of the authentications, strong authentications is growing because of the different causes, government transactions, employee mobilities, compliances, notifications, law requirements, different things. And nowadays the phishing attacks are increasing day by day in the different ways. So digital certificates is an electronic document that utilizes to method bind to the public key and the identity. So can be used to verify the people, who is this people. So it's identifying the people who is just the transactions, because you cannot see the opposite part. In the one-time passwords delivered via hardware tokens, small tokens are there, software application on the PC small device, over an SMS channel also, and can only be used once, which is we are going to introduce into the digital certificate also as a making the one-time password the one more layer into security. So it is a lightweight. Everywhere, wherever there is a verification required, you may use the OTP, but if a non-repetition is required, then you have to use the digital certificates. So I wanted to introduce the mantra of hybrid technology is that. So making the both of these things. So when you are going to the citizen-centric services for the e-government applications, so this will be the easy for people to do the transitions. So this is a digital certificate main components where registration management is there, certificate management is there, validated calendar is there, key recovery management also is there. And our digital certificate management components we have designed in such a way that we make the root and this government ICA within one cost, making the both the things one. So later on we are till it will get the matured. We are running this, and once it gets the matured, then we'll hand over to the NITC. It's like an NIC of India. So this makes the user in the identity validations, it gives the user authentications. It's the device authentications, in the device authentications, non-repetition support, and confidential communications, and the trusted websites like SSL. Now I will go to the Nepal and the ICT. Nepal will be known to everybody, I think. In India, it is very known because of the different things. So this country is very small. It's between the China and India. So when I remember that when people used to say the ICT, everybody says that information, communication, and technology. So being between India and China, so I used to say this, ICT is India-China technology. Because India is number one in software and China is number one in hardware. So we can use the benefit from both the countries. So we have the 12 ISP, on internet service providers, 4 telephone operators, telecom operators. The area is 147,000 around, so land is 143, water is 3,833 square kilometers, population is around 29 millions, is on June 2011. The country comparison to the world is 41. This is the country known as the land of Eti. This is a country known as a land of Mount Everest. This is the country known as the land of Buddha. This is the country known as the land of Gurkhas. We have a town like this. Most of the more than 60% are the mountains. There's villages. And our vision in the government is a citizen-centric service, transparent services, networking components, and the knowledge-based society. Nepal fact sheets, if you see, the internet penetration is 8.49%, and we have the Electronic Transaction Act 2006, ID policy just released, password practices, code of conduct for the passwords, and IT security guidelines is now going to be released within 2 months. So current penetration of the mobile is 24.35%. Mobile penetration is high. So we have the rural network with the wireless mechanism like antenna base, these things with the solar power. This has to be networked, especially in the middle area where the tracking is going on from Annapurna base, from Pokhara, so people can use the internet in there. So in our IT trends, the people are using the internet basically for the email and the Facebook, Skype, some social networks, Twitters. This our internal reporting department has fully computerized an online tax return system is there. There are 36 banks who are offering the internet banking, e-banking. There is an online post box systems also in the central post office. And when you get the letters, you will get in the websites, in your, your dashboard. This mobile cash is becoming popular in there, and the land records has been digitizing. And our PKI project is going to be launched within 2 months, and government enterprise architecture has been already designed. It's under the passing through the cabinet of ministry. And the NID is also coming up. We have the NID Central, National Identifications Management Central. The e-passport, DR centers, vehicle registrations are coming up in the futures. So our technical architecture security in the government enterprise architecture is like this. So we have the access controls, authentication, non-repetitions, digital confidentiality, communications security, data integrity, availability, and privacy. So our initiation is to make the ITRT, where you saw the I-shirt here. So we are not establishing the CERT. I especially changed the name of the CERT as ITRT because it's not a computer emergency. Nowadays it's a information technology emergency response team. So not a computer. In earlier days it was a computer. So I requested to the other CERTs also, like when I visited to the Korea and Japan, I told them, why don't you change also this? But take to my request. So no computer emergency response team. Now information technology emergency response team. So IT security guidance is ready, code of conduct for IT, how to operate, and government network for whole Nepal. We have some cyber crimes also in Nepal. Till now, we have 21 cases have been reported. It's not that much critical. It's okay. Mostly social engineering from the Facebook, and hacking 38 cases up to May 2011. We had the challenges of connectivity, lack of the infrastructure, lower electricity, and you might be knowing about the different news that political instability. After the royal massacres and coming the democracy, we have the political instability is continuing. Every 6 months, the government is changing. That's a very big problem for us. Lack of the proper coordinations among the IT agencies, lack of proper implementation and monitorings, not keeping IT in the priority list, and shortage of IT manpower. So there are some ICT-related agencies in the government and the non-government working in Nepal. Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Information and Communications, High-Level Communication for Information Technology, National Information Technology Centers, Office of Control of Certifications, Nepal Telecom Authority, Nepal Planning Commissions. Non-government is Computer Association of Nepal, ICT Association of Nepal, ISP Association of Nepal, and IT Society. So this is our office. OCC is my office. So implementing the Electronic Trans Act. We are licensing to the issuing CA, monitor and the supervision of the issuing CAs, information security related works, IT security audit, and investigation agency, which we are doing now presently. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.